Welcome to Reality After Show, the challenge Ride or Dies, episode 2 after show. I'm Jonny Fairplay. That's Dan Montchal. Alex Trias on his way shortly. Episode 2. Uh I felt this episode had a different vibe to it at the beginning. It kind of worked its way back into typical challenge, but it just some of the shots were a little different. Just the uh uh way it was kind of assembled was a little different. Nothing, totally crazy format wise, but just kind of a different vibe.
Yeah, it felt a lot different. I mean, I missed joining you guys last week, but last week's episode was not great. I mean, I thought the best part of it was the last 2 minutes when they brought out Nani and bananas, and outside of
Yeah.
that, it was kind of like, what's going on here? But
Oh well,
seems like we're back.
you didn't love James Bond Bad Guy Turbo?
Turbo, there's a lot to say about him.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I like last week. This week I thought was a better episode across the board. Not it- they If you're not a major personality, you're not getting airtime. they, they, they have firmly
No,
established that you got to be one of the heavy hitters, or the camera does not go near you.
no, and especially as we know that they're bringing all these vets in throughout the season, I just expect that a lot of these rookies, they're just going to be cannon fodder, and we're not going to know anything about them on the way out.
Yeah. And are you cool with people showing up after the game has started?
Normally, no. I generally don't like it, but I think for this particular season, as long as they bring everyone in, I mean, so we had Nani and Bananas that come in at the end of episode 1. We have Jordan that's coming in. We know he's going to be partnered with Anissa at the end of episode 2. And I believe the only other pair that we'd still be waiting on is Darrell and Veronica. As
Yes.
long as it's all done within the first few episodes,
You're okay with it.
I'll let it slide for this one, but not when it's, final reckoning that, Hunter and Ashley come in over the halfway mark and, only have to win 2 challenges to get to the final.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm in agreement to some degree. I At the same time, this show does not need to be 140 episodes, and I feel that when you keep bringing people in, it's just like, oh my god, this is never going to end.
Well, the only thing that's, I guess making it somewhat okay is that you have people dropping left and right. Now we have Casey and her brother coming back, but lost one right off the bat. We're not even going to really talk about Nam and who was his partner. They're just gone right away.
Oh well, we will definitely discuss them when Alex gets here. That's his favorite moment of every season. Is towards the beginning of every season when Nam has to leave for whatever insane reason, and so we will get there. So no previously on. The episode just kind of started with highlights, so that may or may not be a recurring trend this season. Um, Let's see. Stuckhead Kid says, just an FYI, Jordan and Issa were there with different partners, but they each got pulled for medical, so they put them together. Okay.
Yeah, so I know from what I've heard that Anissa was actually in the house at the beginning of the game. Like she was edited out as if she wasn't there, but she was there in the beginning of the game. And I know from other interviews that Jordan was supposed to come in with Naya, but she had medical issues
Okay.
and
Yeah.
couldn't get in. But they flew him out last minute. And I listened to him do an interview the other day, and he said he got there 5 days before he went into the game. He didn't have his normal quarantine period. And on his flight there, he didn't even know he was being partnered with Anissa. It was kind of just like, this is all we got for you.
Okay. So do we know or it doesn't appear as though anyone knew Jordan was coming?
No one knew Jordan was coming because from what he said, he was working on a work project, something with like in production or acting, whatever one of his side projects were. And when they originally reached out to him, he wasn't going to be available for filming. But because his schedule ended up early, I think it was when stuff started happening with Anissa needing to be pulled. My guess is that's when they reached out to him again, or maybe he was always supposed to go there with Nia. That's unclear. But yeah, he said he was 5 days before he entered the game was when he was on his plane to Argentina.
Okay. And then did they know Bananas was there prior to seeing him? Did he fly over with everyone, or
so what I heard about that is no one knew Bananas was there. Everyone knew Nani was there. Bananas was in the hotel. The only thing that may have given it away is I've heard interviews where he said that he had sent some stuff down to laundry at the hotel, and they mixed some things up, and his shorts ended up going to Nam. And so Nam had a pair of shorts that said Bananas on it. So people may have known, but I think the idea of it was no one was supposed to know that he was going to be there until he came out. Because I know he said that Nani didn't know until they were at the hotel together.
Okay, because you see, when TJ makes the announcement, you have the ridiculous overact. What I felt was overacting by Tori, and but she's a team player. Like it's we see Nelson's going to toe the company line. It's just like it's so crazy, and then that you have Jay and Michelle going, yeah, we've been pregame alliancing for a month. So Tori, good on you. I mean, somebody's got to toe the company line. Jonny Fairplay is never that guy on a television show. Sorry, I got to maintain some integrity. So
Absolutely.
I think if people saw me doing that, they would be like, is Fairplay sick? Like he obviously has COVID. Get him out of there.
Well, and I think they need Tori to do it because if you look at it, we haven't had a ton of repeat cast members for the past few seasons, especially on the female side. Some people that have been established have been there for a while. I mean, you do have Nani, you have Casey, but they never give her any interviews. And so I think right now, like if you're talking about a female face of the show, it might be Tori.
Yeah. So they love Ashley Millionaire Mitchell for that gig, which is so odd because she has that Southern accent that most reality shows shy away from confessional wise. So, but I'm a big fan. So we get the highlight montage of Bananas and Nani, and of course we get "Holding Out for a Hero" by Bonnie Tyler for this segment. No other song would be appropriate. And we see at the his name at the bottom does not say Johnny and does not say Johnny Bananas. It's just Bananas.
Yeah, they've been making that transition for a while. Like he was just John when he first started, then he was Johnny, then it was Johnny Bananas, and I guess it's just Bananas.
Yeah. So I get it. So because they don't want to sit there and call him the second most famous Johnny in reality television, which he is. So I think Bananas is good for him. Fairplay is good for me. All is well in the world. So
there you go.
And watching this episode, at least the daily, I am not made in any way, shape, or form for the MTV challenge. So for those of you wondering and those of you asking, the answer will forever be no. Like I'm shocked. I mean, like, I've hung out with Michelle Fitzgerald, and and she's a strong person, but it's just like I feel like even this, like I'm just like, are you Superwoman? Because like I didn't think that Michelle could do what I mean. She didn't do great, but still, just like I don't even have that attempt in me for that job. So it's kudos to everyone that's out there. You are more of a man and more of a woman than I will ever be in any way, shape, or form. Challenge USA, on the other hand, they've simplified everything. So yeah. So and for those of you wondering, we will be covering the Challenge Australia, and that will be a Patreon exclusive. So go ahead and get used to the Patreon. Go to realitypatreon.com to start your membership. So this is the 21st season for Johnny Bananas. That is insane. TJ with hugs. He doesn't give out too many hugs, and he was all in on Bananas. So I think he understands what Bananas brings to the franchise, and so I I'll let the hug pass.
Yeah, and I think it's the people that have been around for a while. I mean, if you're a rookie or only been on a few seasons, TJ doesn't want to touch you. Like, stay away from him, nowhere
Yeah.
near him. But I mean, if you're a Bananas, you're a CT, a Wes, even, you know, something with Nani that's been around for a while, I think that's all right. Like, it's acceptable.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't see Devin getting I mean, what, Devin's 7 seasons in, and I don't see Devin getting a hug.
Devin doesn't get a hug.
I'd give Devin a hug. Devin had words today. I'm happy.
Daddy
So,
Devin.
yes, Daddy Devin. So, everyone's excited. Jay says, "Go home." I don't want to see Johnny Bananas. And if I were there, I would say the same thing. Like, why would you be so excited to see this guy that is the odds-on favorite to win?
Well, not only that, but they never address why Bananas and Jay would have real beef. I mean, Bananas pretty much stole Jay's ex-girlfriend, so there's some already built in. They shouldn't like each other.
Oh, really? Who was his ex-girlfriend?
Morgan she was on, I think it was one of like the Bachelorette shows.
Oh, okay.
Because I know they had like kind of dated, and then they went on, I think it was one of the seasons of like X on a Beach. And at the end of the show, it was Jay and Morgan had kind of, you know, rekindled things, like they were good. Morgan went on War of the Worlds 1, was partners with Bananas. After they were eliminated early, her and Bananas went on like a month-long trip together and then started dating. So,
wow.
So there's plenty of reason for Jay and Bananas to not like each other.
Holy moly. Well, I mean, if you look at Survivor, I guess we're a different breed because Ethan had dated Amber, and if Lex hadn't have saved Amber, she would have been on the pre-jury excursion trip with Ethan, and they would have gotten back together. And instead, meets Boston Rob, and they get married. So, but they're all cool.
Yeah,
yeah. I say we're a different breed. These challenge kids, they're a mess. So, Jay, be more like Survivor, not like challenge kids. So Michelle explains that her and Nani are best friends, so they're in a good spot. There is no worry for Michelle and Jay at this point.
Nope, don't need to worry about it.
No way that'll change. Famous last words. So Bananas wins me over right here when he says, Turbo, you haven't killed anyone yet? And Turbo once again reminds the viewers at home he does not believe in the concept of humor in any way, shape, or form. Jokes are not allowed, and he refers to Bananas as #1 idiot, which is, I guess, better than Chicken Pussy 2 or times 2.
Yeah, at some point we'll need him to give that breakdown of what the scale is there.
Yeah, it's comparable to Scott Steiner math. So I get it. So Nani's informed that Casey went home. This has not been a good month for Nani. So, but things start to look up. So Devin explains that he is burying the Bananas rivalry, and Bananas pushes his bed over. They now have one queen size bed that they share together and cuddle every night. Good on them.
You know, that's one way to get, bury your rivalry. If you know you're cuddling every night, yes, animosity is going to go away.
I'd imagine that Devin's probably a good cuddler.
I could see it.
Minus falling asleep with a cigarette in his hand and potentially burning you and him up in flames. But otherwise, I bet he's a really good cuddler.
Otherwise, good to go.
Yes. But I mean, 9 times out of 10, Devin's cigarette is broken and unlit.
Yeah, so, you're probably fine.
Probably. So it's here where we hear about Nani has lost her mom. We have a pretty cool video package and with lots of pics, and she has an inspiring necklace that's going to carry her to TJ's final. Right? There's no other story that can be told.
No, it's I mean, as soon as they entered in the house, unless you just throw in Nani and Bananas every single time, I think it's pretty safe to you can pencil them into probably being at that final.
That's okay. I don't have a problem with it. So they're good TV. Bananas decides to speak to Turbo and realizes, as the viewers have been reminded, that he has no sense of humor yet, and that will not change this season either. So I I like that Turbo does have respect for Bananas, but he doesn't like. I don't think he likes anyone.
No, there's no one in the house that I don't even think he likes his partner.
Well, he doesn't treat her like he does. Holy moly. All right, so we now learn that Michelle's with the vets, Jay's with the rookies. What can go wrong?
Nothing.
So Tori gives a pretty cool backstory on her and Jordan's breakup, and she had some bouts of depression. She's on antidepressants now, and she's happy for herself. And kind of a reminder to everyone that we are not all Instagram perfect. That we portray, and that we all go through stuff. And kudos to Tori for opening up. And as I mentioned at the beginning of a Survivor episode a couple weeks ago, if anyone is having negative thoughts, that the National Suicide Prevention Hotline is anonymous. It's free, and if I'm not mistaken, the number is 988. So anyone that does need that, the help is out there, and please take advantage of it. Once again, free and anonymous. So everybody has bad days, some worse than others, and so take care of yourself. So it is now time for our daily, and Alex is so good at explaining these things. Do you remember what the daily was called?
I know how to describe it. What the daily was called. That one I did not take a note on.
I purposely didn't, because I knew Alex would. So, but Alex will be here very shortly. But it is revealed that the challenge was too much for Emmy. She's out of here, and as a result, Nam is gone. And Nam cuts one heck of a promo on this person that he met seconds before he walked out there.
So disappointed.
So disappointed. Oh, here he is. Speak of the devil appears. Alex Trias, what's the name of the daily?
Well, before that, TJ apparently didn't tell you. He was still feeling friendly. So he wanted to bring in one of the all-time best co-hosts of Reality After Show. And here I am.
Oh, thank you, TJ, for still feeling friendly, and that friendliness doesn't end anytime soon, apparently.
No.
This is obviously not the Challenge USA, because he's in a much better mood.
Yeah, he actually enjoys seeing the people compete. And it's not a sarcastic. Oh, they're better than I thought they'd be.
Yes, not yet. It's like you're talking to like an unathletic cousin.
Yeah, I get that. But today's challenge is balancing act.
Yeah.
Where you and your partner are going to jump into the water to your respective ladders on opposite sides, sort of similar to a Challenge USA challenge with similar results. You then climb up the rope ladder onto your platform, like containers, and then you run through those to the rope, where you'll rope swing onto a platform that you have to then balance, but you need both members on, and once it's balanced completely equilibrium, your time stops. Fastest time wins.
So, real quick, we'd be remiss if we didn't get your opinion. Shockingly, Nam.
Oh, as the number one Nam supporter, as we all know on this podcast,
I know, fully aware.
You know what? He just barely survived my prediction for the season. And it's also hilarious because they try to make it a whole sympathy thing of oh, Nam's ride or die, let him down. One, they met the day that they arrived.
Seconds before he walked out.
Second,
yeah,
it's Nam's own fault. They asked Nam, give us a ride or die, give us a partner, and he did not give them one.
Oh.
So, bye.
Lolo wasn't available?
No. Apparently she was too busy. Whatever Lolo's doing, probably something crazy.
Yes. So, But yes, Nam, and we mentioned that he cut a pretty scathing promo on his partner that he just met seconds. But like how could she let him down? And she's like, oh, she didn't know you, dude.
Oh, my ride or die. I'm very disappointed in you. What's her name again?
Yes, very.
And that's how I'm treating it too. I don't. Emma, Emmy, Emily.
Emmy.
Doesn't matter. The answer is flop.
Yes, no. So yeah. So Nam once again the victim of the challenge
Himself.
gods, and I'm for them. So so yeah. So out of the gate, we have Horatio and is that Olivia?
Yeah.
Olivia.
Holy moly!
I love this
Olivia's
group.
confessionals.
I feel like you are very quickly going to be an Olivia fan throughout the entire season.
I don't want her to go anywhere.
Hey, I'm same way. Also, the fact that they're a rookie pair going in first, have no clue how to actually like properly do it, and they're they're the only teams outside of veteran pairs minus Casey and her little brother, which is just Casey.
Yes.
To do the proper strategy.
Yeah.
Like everyone got to watch it. Everyone watched them beast it and do it how you're exactly supposed to do it. Then everyone's like, okay, that's how you do it. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. So do you think they potentially don't do that if they're not first?
I'm not sure. It's hard. That's like something that you can't really determine. Yeah. But I think it's more I would lean yes, they still do it because of Horatio's background. Because like you say, it's like this is what I did. Like in the like Mexico show that he was on was obstacle course, Ninja Warrior type stuff. So I would think in his mind he understands like, oh, in order for my partner to get on, and she's not as athletic as me, I need to give her the most room available to land.
Yeah. So I feel like the second person each time, which was in most cases the women, they were all holding on to the rope, the swing across rope too long, like 1 second too long, almost every single one of them.
Right. I think the only ones who didn't were Tori, Nani, and Casey.
Yeah, I think all the rest of them. And listen, what all of them did is what I would do. If not, just not even jump.
Oh, wait, which of the guys would you have been? Would you have been Jack, who completely face plants?
Holy moly!
Are you Tommy, who just like slips immediately off of the rope? Are you Fessy, who thinks he's overconfident and more athletic than 99% of professional NFL players?
True.
And falls.
Yeah. I'm definitely Kenny jumping off holding my nose because that was not a good. I'm just like, there's no way. Did you see this kid hold his nose? And
Casey like after the fact like just slaps him in the back of the head like, come on,
you can't hold your nose. So and then screams, let's go.
Let's go. Oh yeah, and spoiling the lead, Casey and Kenny are back because he's still feeling friendly. This TJ, very friendly this season.
I'm glad he allowed you to join us.
I know. It was very, very hard to get through all the protocols.
Yeah. Well, if you're wondering if we have to make sacrifice, yes, Dan will be leaving early because you showed up.
Well, I heard it was because he is too proud to tell you that he doesn't want to go into elimination.
Oh, I was not.
And so he took him and his dog. He's like, we're done. Johnny, you have talked too much. He doesn't want to hear you anymore. He wants to just go.
Oh, you're half the commenters.
You tell too many stories, Johnny.
I know. So, by the way, great Survivor viewing party last night in Nashville. Wow, amazing turnout. The most. I think we packed every seat in Doghouse Saloon. It was pretty insane. So as a result, we're adding another show. We're doing November 30th. We're going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina at is it Lenny Boy Brewing?
Lenny Boy Brewing.
Lenny Boy Brewing. So tickets for that should go on sale tomorrow. So just waiting for the graphic. Thank you, Karen Coleman. You're the best. You're kicking butt on those, much better than I have any remote possibility of doing. So so Horatio's legit. Turbo has to win. There is no lose, and he is a action movie actor.
And which is true. He has done, like, I remember when he was kicked off the show, like shortly thereafter, he was like putting out promos of him like on set, like to do like stunts and things for movies.
Sure.
Good for him.
Yeah,
probably doesn't need to have like a good social ability to be a stunt performer.
Yeah, no, they actually don't want you to talk at all.
Perfect for him.
I imagine everyone just, it's a cast, just put out right there. Hey, don't make any jokes to Turbo. Not going to get it.
Yeah,
we'll probably kill you.
I heard a lot of extras went missing.
Yeah, I do have a good extra story for you guys. Rhino from Survivor Pro Islands. He was on whatever that cop show was on CBS with Emilio Estevez. It was
like one of the NCIS shows.
One of those things. So
sure.
I think it made it 2 seasons, if that. So probably 1. So, but Rhino was an extra, and his in the episode, his wife was accused of doing something, so she's being interrogated by Emilio Estevez, and Rhino is just to stand behind her and look concerned, while the interrogation is happening.
Mm-hmm.
And Rhino explains before they shoot to Emilio Estevez that no, that's not going to work for him. If he was really a sympathetic husband, he would voice his concern during the interrogation to Emilio Estevez, and ran a few lines of dialogue that he had composed himself. That would be fitting for the role, and he was promptly escorted off the set.
This gimmick's not working for me, brother.
So
I don't put Emilio Estevez over.
Emilio just immediately ran. He was like, "Get this guy out of here right now."
Where did you find this guy?
It made me so happy to hear that story. All he had to do was sit there, not say a single word. Yeah, that's not going to work for me. Here, I made copies for everyone. Turns out Rhino was the killer.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and it's a recurring role. He will be back every other episode. He's got some hobbies. He's got some tapes to return to Blockbuster. So yes, all right. So DQ. Jack with the greatest flip. Michelle, pretty strong wipeout, and Daddy Devin made it. Shocking.
Looking athletic.
Maybe a few less broken unlit cigarettes in the off season.
I mean, he promised us last episode we were only going to see him in the gym that episode, and we saw him technically not in the gym, but we saw him holding weights, walking around with Tori.
Yes. Why
is he lying to us?
Yeah, come on, Daddy Devin. So
did I just call him Daddy?
It did not go without a sacrifice. His fingers feel like they have chlamydia. Tori questions, has he ever had chlamydia? And he admits multiple times.
And then,
yes, I believe Devin's had chlamydia.
I would believe it.
I think that story checks.
Yeah, I feel like he strikes me as a no condom kind of guy, and definitely he's a pullout guy. Probably a pretty strong pullout game. I don't know if it's 100%, but I'm guessing pretty strong pullout game. But definitely there's some chlamydia and some other stuff.
Hey, as we know, like I feel like he would just wear it as a badge of honor.
Yeah.
And he'll talk to you about it while holding his unlit broken cigarette.
Yes. And for those of you wondering, chlamydia is not a flower and gonorrhea is not a country.
What?
Yep. So PSA,
Wow.
free,
But what have we been talking about this whole time?
free advice for everyone out there. Look it up. So is the Nani and Bananas hype real? Yes, it is. And she's been working out.
She's been working out. She's been putting on muscle.
Yeah, she needed to. Like,
Yes.
if I did this as a career, I would put on muscle too.
Hey, it worked.
Yeah, look at Devin. Look at Daddy Devin. So yeah, and so the challenge is over. Oh no, last team, come on. Huh? Last team, come on. And Casey and Kenny are back. They had fake COVID. They are here to compete. Kenny held his nose. Let's go. They did it. And but it doesn't matter because no one was actually timed. And Nani and Bananas got the fastest time because the producers chose so.
I mean, I don't really care.
I don't.
Even let's say it was fixed, and
Yeah.
they're like, it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, we have a timer right here. It's running. It's running right now.
Yeah.
Bananas won. He wasn't even going. No, he won.
He
You're
won.
good.
He
You're
won. Stop it. This is.
Are you questioning us and our ability to read a timer?
Yes, this is the bananas. This is the challenge. Bananas and Nani.
And I wouldn't even say like they fixed it for. And let's say the world that they fixed it. I wouldn't even say they fixed it for Bananas. In terms of their story, they fixed it for Nani's story.
Yeah.
She was the episode.
Yeah.
And that's what Bananas is here for. Like, I don't like Bananas is gonna make his TV.
Yeah.
He has his championships. Like, he's Teflon for this like type of game. He could go out first for 10 more seasons. It doesn't matter. Because he's always going to be 7-time champion, staple of the challenge, face of the challenge, making his money. He definitely makes 6 digits just to show up.
Yep.
For each one. He's here to help a friend or multiple friends if we go by my theories.
Yes. So they get back to the house. Nani tries to talk to Turbo. Holy moly. Do we all have this guy in our life? This person that you attempt to talk to, and no matter what words you say, they don't hear any of them?
Well, usually it's because like we're shit-faced.
Oh.
Like, usually it's like you're at a point of like you've been drinking for several hours and you're like, okay, we've been to like 8 bars. It's time to go back, buddy. It's like in college, you have the friends like, I still want to go out. I'm like, dude, it's 8 a.m.
Yes.
Sit down.
Yeah, the only place open right now is Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, I'm going there. We're turning up.
We'll put vodka in the coffee.
or it's like the dude, like when you're drunk, and you're like, oh no, like I'm definitely gonna bring this girl home. She wants to be. I'm like, dude, she left 2 hours ago. No. She's still here.
She's
you don't know what you're talking about.
She's getting it ready for me. She's making room.
And you're like, okay, buddy, I'm heading back. You can Uber yourself.
Yeah. You let me know tomorrow how it worked out.
No, you don't know what you're talking about. Tomorrow, let's go and stand in our room.
Yeah, just imagine if Turbo was drunk. Holy moly.
He wouldn't admit he was drunk though. He's too proud.
He is too proud. So yeah, Nani tried.
And I've seen some people be like, "Oh, she was just trying to instigate." I'm like, "No, like she just wanted an answer because
she was just like, if you really want to go in, fine." She goes, "If not, it's not a like you're my friend. I'll protect you. I mean, Michelle Fitzgerald's my friend. I'm not going to protect her, but I'm going to protect you if you just say the word."
I already told Banana Man.
So I think
idiot number one.
I think you can tell when it gets bad is that you have the confession from Laurel where she's saying, oh, she just won't let Nani speak, which is ironic coming from her because in almost every other season, she doesn't let anyone speak. So if Laurel thinks it's that bad, like, holy cow.
But Laurel's also about empowering women. So,
yeah.
And Nani
unless it's
is
Cara Maria.
Well, yeah. If it's Cara Maria, she'll compete against her in the barrel, like the ball barrel elimination, while Cara has a broken hand and be like, "Oh, I'll stomp on that hand if I need to."
So it's time for Nani and Bananas to pick the teams that are going to go to the interrogation, and those would be Horatio and Olivia, Raven and Johnny, Turbo and Tamara, and Michelle and Jay. And Michelle is pissed off.
And Jay's worst mistake ever. And I'm like, that's the whole like bitterness coming up, because like if you look at it, is it the worst move ever? What repercussions is Bananas and Nani gonna have from throwing the pairs that everyone that told them they were the ones talking to each other the entire time on the flight and during the first round, going after the vets?
Yeah.
It's Jay and those rookies. Oh, we'll keep you safe.
Yeah. So no, can this work, Jay and Michelle's tandem? I mean, on one hand, it's just like, hey, Michelle's got the vets, kind of, and Jay's got the rookies.
I think
it's real that Michelle does have a good relationship with the veterans. Jay
Well, no,
has a good relationship
but
with
with
the rookies.
Nani still putting her up.
I think in this specific pairing, but Dan.
I think it works until about the midway point of the game, because at the midway point of the game, you're going to have enough other pairs gone that, yes, Jay has the rookies, Michelle has the vets, but outside of, would it be Johnny? I don't think that they're going to be anyone's, number one or number two. So I think as they continue to get thrown down there, yes, they may be saved for a while, but then you're going to be down there with other people where it's just, hey, we're closer with that pair. So
Yeah,
I think it can only work for about half the game.
Because I could see the rookies saying, hey, sorry, you got to go in because, Michelle's not with us. And then, because just like the vets are like, you got to go in because Jay's not with us. So I feel like on paper, it seems great. But I think in theory that you just got to, you have to choose a lane.
I think it would work.
Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, I think it would work better in a different season, not this setup. The one where whoever wins is picking 4 teams to go down. I don't think it's a good setup for their positioning in the game.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So it's time for interrogation, and you know what that means? That means Dan's out of here.
he has to leave, folks, because every man has to go through this where it's that time. It's a little hairy under there.
Oh, and
sometimes you need a tool to help you get smooth and ready to go swimming like Horatio, smooth as a fish through those waters. Here's our sponsor.
Support for Reality After Show is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Their products are precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped's Performance Package, the ultimate men's hygiene bundle. Join over 6 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. That's right, 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code SURVIVOR at manscaped.com. If my math's correct, that's about 12 million balls.
The Performance Package 4.0 has arrived, and oh man, is it a game changer. Inside this package, you'll find their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker, ear and nose hair trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold your goodies.
First off, the Lawnmower 4.0, this trimmer is the future of grooming, and dare I say, the greatest ball trimmer ever.
Their 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to help reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. The Lawnmower 4.0 is waterproof and has a 4000K LED spotlight that you need for a more precise shave.
Now, I have a dark shower curtain in my bathroom, and I've been looking for the perfect way to shave in the dark, kinda. Guess what? I found it. 4000K LED. No longer a problem. I got perfectly smooth, clean balls thanks to the Lawnmower 4.0.
It's time to take care of yourself, so go to manscaped.com and get 20% off and free shipping with the code SURVIVOR. That's 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com and use the code SURVIVOR. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Thanks for sticking with us through the ad break. And don't forget, for more exclusive Reality After Show coverage, visit realitypatron.com. That's reality, patron.com.
And we are back. Dan's out of here. So he is.
He just couldn't cut it. His hands were in the mud. He didn't like the mud.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So
it's
and
center packing.
yeah, and we're not feeling friendly like TJ. So,
No.
no.
No, we're like Turbo. Very angry.
Very angry.
You
So,
you want to put me in? You put me in. I'm done talking.
yeah, that's it. So it is time for the interrogation, and Michelle's like, "You're my sister." And
Wow.
This is effed up. And Jay is just like, is this how she won on Survivor? Because this is amazing. I don't know if it's real or not, but it's pretty good.
But like we do know about Michelle. Like she says it like all the time. Like I am actually like an emotional person. It's just gonna
Yes.
happen. But I do think she knows how to weaponize that stuff. Like because it was as soon as Nani starts like comforting her, like the tears almost visibly stop. She's like, well, then you could just put someone else you had no connections with and had a chance to talk with me because I could have told you like wherever you needed to hear.
Yep.
I love this is why like I'm so glad Michelle can be on a show now where like she can be a consistent character.
Oh yeah.
I need this.
Oh yeah. No, the fact that Michelle wasn't on the challenge sooner is
I guess it's a blessing
crime.
she got to have her winner at war like journey as well. Like she should have gotten at least second.
Yes.
But you know what? That's a can of worms. We're not opening that.
Yes. So and which got just imagine. So last night the Survivor viewing party in Nashville, I had the Queen, Sandra Diaz-Twine, I had Rita from Survivor Fiji, and I had Figgy from Millennials versus Gen X, which you know she was on with Jay. Figgy was called for the challenge.
I remember that.
Yeah. So,
I remember hearing those rumors, but
yeah. So and it was her schedule that she said, and I guess they hold a grudge.
Well, apparently could they hold that same grudge on Nam? Please.
Well,
He didn't even do the one thing that they asked him to do for a season that's called Ride or Die. Can you give us a partner? No.
Yeah. But isn't it a pretty good recurring joke of him leaving in the first 2 episodes every season?
I mean, the fear is that he stays longer than he should.
Okay.
Which is the first second that this show starts.
Okay, so it's not worth
For me, it's not worth it.
The lemon's not the lemon's not worth the squeeze.
I mean, I can make a bit out of it like I do with the Anissa of it all, but I feel like there's more fun with the Anissa one where this is just like, come on, bro. Like, Anissa's done more than he has. She's had a lot more time to, but
Yeah. So yes. So we have Turbo and Turbo he explains that he don't listen to you.
You talk too much already.
And Nani gets up to leave and
sit down. You sit down.
You sit. I am sitting. I'm like, this is from a sitcom, right?
Oh, and also the point of like him knowing where he came out of, like he gets in, then walks past them to leave. The exit's not there.
Yes.
I'm like, what is this right now? Like he's literally acting like a child.
Yes. And then his ride or die, the tomorrow, she's like a battered wife.
So the rumor is that originally the person that he wanted to come with him was Tamara's brother.
Okay.
But when they found out it wasn't same sex like it wasn't same sex pairs, that he was like, oh well, I'll just bring like Tamara. Like
I feel so sorry. I mean,
like I honestly feel like he just kidnapped her.
Yeah.
Like we know nothing about this girl.
I hope she was released back to her family.
Like I give her props for being like a loyal partner and whatnot, because like ultimately it's sort of like you're in a position where what are you supposed to do here when you're connected to him? it's like there's nothing you can do at that point.
No,
You
no,
know
I
you're
mean, like,
going in.
You can't even do repair work.
No, and like unfortunately, she probably will never get called. We did not get at the end of the episode a "We'll see you in the future."
Nah.
It was much love.
Yeah.
Because I think even TJ knows, like, let me just fist bump him.
Oh yeah,
let
out
him
of
go.
fear. Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna say anything that's gonna be
Nope.
misinterpreted.
No jokes.
Love ya.
No jokes.
What do you mean?
What do you mean you love me? Is this the homosexual love or the other love? Holy moly, he is just a
He
bit
is
much.
soft. And it's like, I don't even know anymore if it's like, is this him, like genuinely him, or is this like just some act he wants to put off to the camera for whatever reason, thinking like, oh, I need to be the big, strong, intimidating man.
It's not a good look.
Yeah. Needs workshopping.
Yes, it does. I mean, as I said, as a Bond villain, he's great. So, but in real life or any other facet of life, it's a miss.
It's a shame.
Shame. All right. So Nani explains to Bananas and us the viewers that went well.
Yeah. Made our job really easy.
Yes, and
Bananas just thinking, well, that we were gonna do that anyway.
yes. So and Nani explains that he's obviously not my friend, and good on you to recognize that, because there's a lot of people who be like, oh no, my friend just really sucks. If your friend really sucks, maybe they shouldn't be your friend. So
Just saying.
So it's time to go to the club. Raven needs Johnny, but he's distracted.
Yeah.
And we see Laurel chatting up Horatio, making the moves for a younger man.
She has a pretty decent list of hookups on the challenge. Like,
Really?
good on her.
All right.
Yeah, so she hooked up with like Primetime CT.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Wes at some point, Jordan, like a bunch of like people really.
Oh wow. All right.
And Nicole. She goes both ways.
Sweet. So, our good friend Matt Bischoff goes both. I mean, well, he'll drive. He'll drive on the right side of the road, and then when he's on the other, when he's in another country, he'll drive on the other side of the road.
So. I would not want to compete that man if you saw any challenge that involved pegs.
Yes, he is very
knows his way around them.
He does know his way around a good.
Also, I have something to run by you because you know this person well. So is it just me, or does Olivia, not in all the senses, because this person's iconic?
Sure.
Does Olivia give you any vibes of Marie?
Yeah. But but that's a bad thing.
I don't think so. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing in terms of being a rookie that will get cast again on the show.
Oh yeah, no. It's a great. I mean, I think we should all aspire to be Marie. Mm-hmm. It's a bad thing for Marie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like I am very much enjoying Olivia, but I'd rather see my friend there.
I mean, Marie can just move over to All Stars.
I'm cool with that.
You know, like as some people who haven't arrived yet maybe show just like stuck to. But hey, they're not on the show yet, so maybe they aren't actually there. They are there.
Yeah, maybe. So yeah.
Good on Horatio though.
Yeah, I'm full. So Michelle has a heart-to-heart with Nani. It goes well, and from here on out, Michelle is going to do the heavy lifting, and I'm like, okay, and it's like, look, Johnny's got to go for Jay and Michelle's sake, and I'm like, all right, I'm for it. If this is what needs to happen for my good friends to stay in this game, and we shall see. It's time for DAZN.
The Zone. Okay, thank you. I want this to be our bit. It's not The Zone.
No.
Welcome to The Zone.
The
Who's
Zone.
ready? Snoop Dogg's here, ready to commentate on the
Oh
fight.
yeah, we got Oscar De La Hoya. He's having
Yeah.
a couple cocktails.
Just who were some did like Justin
Kevin
Bieber
Hart
randomly?
Kevin Hart stopping by. It's the zone. It's
the zone.
It's the zone.
It's the zone.
Yeah,
Oh.
Kevin Hart's short. Everybody, let's do that joke 20 times. It's the zone.
Oh.
I think I'm pretty much anti Kevin Hart going forward.
I have to be on his side because he's from Philly.
Okay.
So respectfully.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Man,
gonna-
you guys are what is it, like 1984 again or something? You guys are good in every sport right now.
I mean, we lost the opener for the Sixers, but
Well, that
sure,
that doesn't count.
Hey,
So you got yourself a football team. You took out my Braves.
well, I am not a Phillies fan, but
Oh, really?
But my city did, yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you like the Phillies?
Oh, when I was 3 years old and started sitting on the couch with my dad to watch baseball, that was 1998.
Yeah.
I loved watching a juiced up Mark McGuire mashing
Oh.
baseball, so I became
Oakland A.
St. Louis Cardinals at that point.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So been Cardinals fan since 98.
Ooh, they're the worst.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, I have to be a heel in some ways.
Oh, I was just wondering if Polyester Pete had rubbed you the wrong way. So yeah. Anyone with a Pete Rose autographed baseball card, I apologize to you. There are, at this point, as of October 20th, 2022, there are more signed Pete Rose cards than unsigned. So it is lost value. So yeah,
Just a little bit.
So yeah, so Turbo and Tamara are in the zone, and it is time to pull daggers. Okay, so we have an unsafe dagger by Horatio and Olivia. Okay,
Yep.
so Johnny and Raven get to pull next.
Yep.
Okay, they pull the same spot that was the safe one last time. It's not going to be in the same spot twice.
Well, I hope these people are paying attention because we know where safe is going to be next.
I feel at some point you can repeat the position, but it's not going to be like if the first spot is the far right and the first draw is the far right. The second draw will not be the far right. There's no way.
You just always need to pay attention to where was it selected the last time and just like statistically
yes,
avoid it and you have a 50-50 shot.
You have a 50-50 shot.
And there'll be a rare thing where they'll do it twice in a row.
Yes,
they'll never
but not
expect
the first
that.
two.
Right.
There's no way.
No, but you know what? They're rookies. They don't know any better yet.
Yeah.
But we get the result apparently that Bonanza and Nani wanted.
Yeah.
They wanted Jay to have to choose between
to show his cards, brother.
So okay. Is Jay bad at the challenge?
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to see because I think he's good at he will be good at a lot of the challenges. Maybe not win them, but be good at them.
Sure.
But and maybe it's just because Bananas is there and they have their thing and but they both know well, we just can't trust one another.
No.
It is what it is. But even if he wasn't there, I don't feel like he does the work needed to build bonds with the veterans.
Yeah.
He always just links up with the rookies. I almost feel like he wants to still be considered a rookie.
Yeah.
Which is some weird nihilistic trait.
Yeah, isn't that like the high school quarterback that 4 years removed from college? He's got a crap job and he shows up at the high school wearing the jacket, being like, "What's up, guys?" And it's just
except with Jay's stature, he was probably the kicker.
Yeah, but they're like, you could be arrested for being here. Leave.
Oh no! Back in my day, I threw that pigskin crisp. You could hear it whistling as we won the state title against State.
Yeah. So
the Aggies.
yeah, so I don't,
Horns up, brother.
yeah, I don't, yeah, go like I
Make
want,
friends.
yeah, I want Devin and Jay to be friends.
And there's nothing saying that they aren't
Yeah.
like friends, but it's one of those things where like when you go into the challenge house and like stereotypically veterans stay together, you let the rookies earn their stripes,
Yeah.
and then they can become like better allies in the future because you give them time to get TV exposure and actually be wanted to be asked back. But he's always just like, you could be friends with them and still be like, well, I'm gonna work with the rookies. And all of them are gonna be like, okay, we'll have beers after the game, but like, what are you doing to help me?
Yeah. So, but I mean, I would say he made the right call in that. So
Right.
so far we've seen a veteran rookie team go, and then a veteran rookie team go.
Yeah.
So like so he's, but they just keep bringing all these veteran teams in.
Yeah.
It's like you're with TJ's friendly math. it's not going to work.
Oh man, it's very true. And ultimately, it's the right choice. Like what Jay is saying here, like despite Michelle's reasoning being good,
Yeah.
Jay's like, well, everyone knows I'm tight with Johnny.
Yeah.
If I don't save Johnny, then how? Like at least for this season in particular, how can they actually trust my word if I'm not even willing to put my neck out for a friend?
Yeah, but I think Bananas is great for a reason, and he has already painted Jay with that. Like whatever happened, it's you're in the crosshairs.
It's just it is what it is. And there's a reason why Bananas does well majority of the time. It's because, and it's like you hear during the elimination, the social game is the most important aspect of this game because it's also your political game, and you want people to be backing your corner. And Bananas, like Tori, Devin, like these people work overtime. They don't work just on the show; they work off the show to build these like prove people that I'm actually friends with you outside this game.
Yeah.
So your word means a lot more if you come in and be like, well, this is how I'm feeling about this situation. I know I can't work with him. Everyone else is going to be like, okay, done deal.
Yeah, these people are paying for crappy sandals vacations to prove that they're friends. So, for the record, you could just message them and say, hey, I'm on the challenge. I'll post you on my Instagram. But just throwing that out there. So, yeah. So, it's time for the eliminator. What is it, Alex?
That is memory lane.
Oh, there we go.
Devin would have been great at this one too.
Yes. This was the backup in case they could.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, this one's broken. Oh, bring this in. Bring this in."
Yes. We have a hall brawl over. No. No hall brawl.
It's essentially just the big memory board challenges. We've also seen this in like classic Survivor for like reward challenges.
Sure.
So there's 24 panels, 12 pairs. And you have to find your pairs. You go one at a time. If you find a pair, you leave it face up. If you don't find it, you put them face down, and your partner then comes in. So it's all about communication. And immediately you're like, well, you know who's really good at communication? Turbo.
Yeah.
And you know what? To be fair, him and Tamara did do a good job like talking with each other.
Yeah.
From what we saw. But one group isn't going to beat a whole house. And at the very beginning of the season, Turbo said, I want to face each and every one of you in elimination. And you know what?
Dreams come true.
You know what? They listened.
Yeah, we can make your wish happen.
And I know some people are like, ban people from participating. I'm like, that's part of the challenge. Like, it's always been a part of the challenge to have people on the outside helping you. It's a social game. If there's people down there and you want them to stay over another pair, you help them.
Yeah. I mean, because we've seen in the past where, Devin would help, whoever he likes, and the other people would help, and,
we had Wes single-handedly help someone win a challenge trivia competition who knew nothing about the challenge.
Yeah. So but it's if people are yelling for both sides, I'd rather have a Devin yelling to me than most.
Yeah, like you have Devin, Laurel, and Bananas like helping you, telling you where to
Yeah, you're
like
good.
where to exactly go. Like,
Yeah.
you're good. You're chilling.
Yeah. So
I mean, it says something good about them as a pair too. Like I have such high hopes for this rookie group because, or specifically Horatio and Olivia. Like, obviously they had the full backing because it was Turbo, but I feel like they were going to have some sort of backing anyway. Like, they seem
Yeah.
to be doing well socially. Like,
Yeah,
you even have Bananas and Nine. You're like, they're actually a threatening team, but we like them.
yeah, they're ridiculously likable.
Like, I don't think they go into that many more eliminations.
No. So I don't know if they make it to TJ's final, but I think
I think if they do, they're like the only true rookie
Yep.
team to do it.
Yep. So but yeah, very likable. Good casting with them. So Olivia and Horatio win, of course, and so that means that Tamara and Turbo have to leave, and Daddy Devin with the line of the episode. It was really nice meeting you too. I'll cherish these moments.
I'll
forever."
cherish these memories forever.
Yes. So,
Oh, but you know what? We do get Turbo at the end being like, no, I still like Nani. She did what she had to do.
Yeah.
I hope she wins.
Yeah.
You know, good. Why couldn't you just be like that before?
I know.
It's just because I respect Banana Man. He idiot, but seven-time champ.
Idiot number one.
Idiot number one, but seven-time champ. Two words, one finger.
Yes, 2 words, 1 finger. I guess suck it. Suck.
I don't know. Yeah,
Chicken pussy.
yeah. Chicken pussy was my first guess, but it's like I think he needs help with from a certain guy who loves to scissor on Dynamite. How to actually do that.
Okay, he needs to talk to Daddy Ass.
Yeah, Daddy Ass. I got 2 words for you.
There you go. So
It's easy. It's easy.
yes. So that's it. Everybody head back to the house. Oh, wait a second. Still feeling friendly, and it's effing Jordan.
Can we also talk about how they didn't bring out Anissa with him?
Yes.
Like how they're like, we have one of the best duos of all time, and Bananas and Nani coming out.
Yeah.
It's like, and I also understand from an editing aspect, bring Jordan out individually because then you can get the actual reaction from Tori, because Tori's gonna have like a mixed reaction if Jordan and Anissa come out.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, "Oh, the chick I do the podcast with."
Yeah, my bestie. Oh, but him. Haven't talked to him or seen him in a year and a half.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm a little higher on the season after this episode. Also, like I think we have the potential for actual like authentic drama.
Oh yeah, I'm for drama.
And like I feel like this cast is gonna be like a little bit messy with the decision making. The dynamics working currently.
Yeah. No, I'm for it. And I'm at Hearts Reality in December, and just announced this week, Car Maria and Paulie will be there.
I'm sure they have a lot of opinions on the challenge.
Yeah, I'll chat with them. So I haven't met this Paulie. I've known Cara for a long time, and so it would be great to see her again. And yeah, I've never met this Paulie guy, but I hear things.
I mean, he's a polarizing dude. A lot of it is on purpose. Yeah. But I've heard stories of like you meet him in person and like I feel like you guys will get along.
Yeah, I mean, it's a charity event. I mean, like you have to be a pretty.
I mean, outside the charity event too. Like I feel like you guys would get along.
Maybe I just don't like on her Instagram. He's always like in his underwear.
Well, maybe he won't be in his underwear all the time in at Hearts of Reality.
Fingers crossed. All right, Alex, thank you. This was great. Dan, sorry you had a horrific shaving accident. That's why we only use Manscaped and not an inferior shaving product when we got a big date.
Yeah, promo code Survivor.
Yes, and check me out. I'm on the road again next week. I'm in Boston at Grand 10 Distillery for a Survivor viewing party. That's Wednesday night in Boston. Get your tickets at survivortix.com. That's survivortix.com. November 9th, I'm going to be in Durham, North Carolina with the Queen, Sandra Diaz-Twine. at Dirty Bull Brewing in Durham. And then November 30th, I'm going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina at Lenny Boy Brewing in Charlotte. Tickets for all those are at survivortix.com. Charlotte tickets go on sale tomorrow. So look for that. And then the night before Thanksgiving, Alex Trias will be joining me the night before Thanksgiving Eve, the biggest bar night of the year. We're going to be at Bolero Snort Brewery in New Jersey, 7 miles from Times Square. And tickets for that are available at survivorhomecoming.com. And we announced earlier on the show, we will be covering the Challenge Australia. That will be a Patreon exclusive. So become a patron now. Go to realitypatron.com. That's reality, patron.com. Cool. Alex, thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody, thank you. We'll see you next week. And for more bonus content, go to realitypatron.com. That's right, become a patron now. Get additional coverage of all your favorite shows, the weekly Q&A, and you become a member of the secret, exclusive Facebook group. That's realitypatron.com.